Welcome to BofC Live, the daily video and podcast series of Business of Cannabis. BofC Live highlights the company's brands, people, and trends driving the global cannabis sector. Learn more at businessofcannabis.com. Our BofC Live guest today is Nina Tu. She is the Western Regional Key Accounts Manager for Dynaleo Inc. They are a gummy manufacturer based in Edmonton, Alberta. We wanted to check in with her about their suite of products that are available now to many, many Canadians and talk about the future of gummies in Canada. Nina, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, Jay. Very excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited too, because I like talking about gummies. I like talking about gummies on the market, where that vertical's going. I have had some of your gummies, the sun shower version of them. I think 2 of the flavors, and love them. And when I had them, I don't think they were available yet in Ontario, but they are now. Tell me about the products you guys are putting out, where they're available, and what you think is the most delicious.
What I think is the most delicious. So currently we have 2 brands. Sun Shower, the one that you have tried, is our adult recreational brand. They come in 5 pieces, 2 milligram THC in 3 fantastic flavors. We have watermelon lemonade, wild strawberry, and mango tangerine. OCS currently isn't carrying our wild strawberry. I hope to change that relatively soon. Our second brand that we have is our Dynaleo, which is our CBD wellness brand product. They come in 2 amazing flavors: juicy apple with apple cider vinegar and pomegranate flavor, which I'll get some to you if we can. But the great thing about our Dynaleo is the format. We are the first licensed producer to offer a large format. So you get 30 pieces by 10 milligrams of CBD. And it's CBD only. We are using CBD isolate, and just to make sure for the consumers that are nervous about THC use, we're cognizant in creating a product that is 100% THC free.
It's so smart. It's like when you look at like all, you could do a search on any of the websites, like do a search. It's like that is not like a large format CBD gummies, not there with the exception of yours. Am I right?
100%. And another great thing about the Dynaleo is knowing that the other formats that are available, such as oils and capsules, they aren't necessarily easy for people to use to get a precise dose. So with our Dynaleo products, you're guaranteed that 10 milligrams dose every single time and 100% THC free.
Wow, I like it. Now I'm like in the background, I'm like doing searches, like, can I order it right?
They're both available in Ontario, so we'll send them out to you 100%.
No, I'm like, I'm definitely going to do that. No, it's so smart. And we've had this conversation with you and the team for some time, like the idea that when you look at other markets around the world, but most notably in the States, and you look at the sort of gummy category, it's one that continues to grow even in really advanced markets, Colorado, California. Like, I'm not sure it's insatiable, but there appears to be an insatiable appetite for gummies, different formats within gummies, the CBD only certainly. And I just like, I love the thinking and the positioning, and we've talked about it before, of the company, but talk a little bit about what you're seeing. I don't want you to talk about competitors, but like the competitive nature of where you're operating and thinking about like the new products like the Dynaleo, totally CBD, large format. Like, I assume there are other spots in the vertical that are like super exciting for you and the team.
100%. We have an amazing product development team. These 2 women are super passionate, and they're also perfectionists. And knowing that CBD is such a huge market and that a lot of people are moving away from inhalable anything, right? Having these products where people can enjoy the experience, whether it's THC or CBD only. We're working hard on coming up with new formats, maybe working on minor cannabinoids, having the partnerships that we have with provincial boards and the retailers and the consumers. We're listening to what they want so that we can actually go and create that product for them.
Yeah, and I know just even, when the stores were open here in Toronto, like going and listening to the questions people are asking, like this just understanding the products you guys are putting out and the questions that the consumers are asking, like there seems to be a good sort of understanding of what consumers want, certainly on the CBD side, but even on the THC side and the adult use side, it's like something that tastes good, right? That actually is more than one or two little chunks in a bag, really. And like the idea that you could buy these, share them, that they're dosable, really, and not like a one chunk that you're going to eat the whole thing, but actually could dose it out to you and your friends. Like I think there's something really smart about that positioning that I think you guys are sitting on, which I like, and which is why it's nice to talk to you. But also, and I don't mean to like sort of harp on this, like they actually taste good.
Yes. So the great thing about Dynaleo is our sole focus is on only making gummies and making them really, really fantastic. Like we're going to dub ourselves the gummy gurus of Canada, right?
The mouthful. Oh, that's actually a good thing. The gummy, it's a mouthful. It's
the gummy gurus of Canada. Exactly. So we wanted to be a little bit different, knowing that there are so many competitors available with their offerings. So having the 5-piece and having that snackability and making it delicious is our number one like thing to do, right? So knowing that it's going to be very interesting the next couple of months with all the exciting things that are coming too, that you're going to get to try as well. So I'm really excited for everybody.
Well, I like trying them all. I'm like a sucker for gummies. Maybe I'm the gummy guru and you're provide. No, I'm just kidding. But I do think it's interesting. And we've seen, you know, we look at the analytics that come from our sort of partners at Headset, and it is a part of the sector that is really emerging and blossoming. And I want to sort of run this by you because you have a nice lens of this, is, you know, even gummies and any sort of 2.0 products came to market really like seconds before everything shut down, like, you know, seconds before COVID, really. And I think, and I'm hopeful that at some point this summer we sort of start to see a loosening, start to see people gathering outside, and I do believe that both with the distribution of stores now much more concentrated, like there's many more stores, many more products in those stores that people just haven't tried yet or been even in store. Like I just think there's going to be this great moment this summer or maybe early fall where people are going to be trying a lot more products, right? And they're really going to be differentiating between this gummy, that gummy, you know, even on the flower side as well. But the idea that there's going to be this variety coming from you and the company that tastes good, are serving the sort of consumer, sort of what consumers are asking, and those niche, like I just think it's really compelling. And I wonder if you're thinking about the summer the same way, like, you know, this is a big opportunity for people to try us the first time if they haven't tried us already.
Well, knowing that that there's no cannabis aftertaste in our products, I think that is a very key selling feature. And one of the new products that we're looking at launching is to have that microdose so that you can share more. You can actually you can tailor your own needs or what the effect that you're looking for. And having the e-commerce available with OCS, BCLDB, and soon AGLC, the consumers have the ease of just ordering online and having it delivered to their own home. So whether you're stuck at home in your basement eating a gummy, or you're having a little campfire, you know, outside with like, you know, whatever you're allowed to. In Alberta, we're allowed 5 people, but you can all enjoy the experience of eating this fun, delicious candy and then getting to relax afterwards as well too. So I 100% agree with you. I think this fall, business is going to be booming.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it is, of course, we see it in the gummy, and we just talked about sort of the form factors and the 5-piece and all that. We're also seeing it in other parts of the other products too. I mean, we've seen it in the pre-roll, like more pre-rolls per pack, make them smaller. We've seen it even in, I think it like the big bag component of weed, right? Like I think someone just launched something called Bag O Weed, like literally, like, you know, like the ounce format. Like it's this idea that, you know, we're going to get back to sharing cannabis, but it's going to actually be slightly different than it was by everybody sharing a joint. Like people are going to be looking for other ways to share, and I think we'll see that play out in the sales as well. But I am ready for some sun shower in the park with friends. Hopefully sooner than later. And I guess maybe we'll go there. And I want to ask you sort of personal, like, I can't remember if we talked about this right at the top, but like of the flavors, which one's your favorite? Just so
my favorite for sun shower is wild strawberry. I'm not normally a strawberry fan, but our texture is such a classic texture of a gummy that like when you bite into it, you have a really good 4 or 5 chew, and that you just start salivating, and then you get that hit of that flavor, and then you get to enjoy it. And knowing that it's just that 2 milligrams, I'll just eat a whole bag, and I know that I'm good for the next little bit, you know? And then for our Thrive, our apple cider vinegar is probably my favorite. It tastes like a juicy, crisp apple, and then we get it the added benefits of the apple cider vinegar as well too. So those would be my 2 favorite for sure.
Well, before this one ends, I'm going to place my order so people don't see it and order it all. But Nina, I really appreciate the time and appreciate what you're doing, the thought behind the product, the quality behind the product, the taste of the product, and the optimism that we will all be sharing this in a park at some point this summer is also a nice thing to sort of think about it. So I appreciate the time. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me. Have a good one.
You too. That was Nina Tu of Dynaleo. If you like this program, please rate us and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. It helps support the work we do. Thank you for joining us on BofC Live today. We're able to do what we do thanks to our ongoing partners, including Cannabis at Work, Cannabis Benchmarks, Can Delta, Headset, Gallagher, and Torque & Mains.